Hi there, I'm Yvette Shields, also known as your parent coach, and welcome to season 3 of Parent Talk with Yvette. I am so excited. I can't say that enough. I'm so excited. I'm so grateful that I get to do this. I'm so thankful for all my listeners and everyone that is watching my channel, all the comments. I'm so thankful for my team. My daughter and my husband that have gone beyond, above and beyond. My daughter, who is editing his content each and every other week. I just can't thank them enough. That just brings you to the conclusion that you can't do anything on yourself, by yourself. It's always better with others. That's what I believe anyway. And so I'm just so grateful to God that I get to do this. I get to be a parent coach, something near and dear to my heart. And so if you're new to my channel, welcome to my content. Welcome to the channel. Here, we keep it intentional. We keep it inspirational. We keep it practical and relatable. So I'm so glad you're here. And for those of you who are part of the Parent Talk with Yvette community, welcome back. We're back. I'm back, and I am so glad that you're here. I realize that there would not be any me without you. So I'm excited about season 3. You know why? It's because it is my year anniversary. That's right. The year anniversary of me launching Parent Talk with Yvette. And also, I'm a year older. In March, I celebrated another birthday. And every March 4th, I believe God gives me a command. That's right. He gives it to me. He says, Yvette, March 4th. That's Forth. He's telling me, keep momentum. Don't stop. Keep moving. And I thank him for it. And I'm going to honor him and keep moving, keep marching forth. I heard this quote from Jensen Franklin, and he said this: keep going. Everything you've ever wanted is on the other side of you never giving up. Let me say that again. Keep going, because everything you've ever wanted is on the other side of you not giving up. Think about that. And what was on the other side for you? What was on the other side, waiting on the other side for you, was me, your parent coach. My audience was on the other side. Parents were on the other side. I love to empower parents and to encourage children. I love that. So what I want to do is just to go through what happened to me, the transformation God did in the year. And here's what I've learned. Number 1, if you wait until you're really sure, you'll never take off the training wheels. Did you hear that? If you wait until you're really sure, you'll never take off the training wheels. Cynthia Lewis says that, and I couldn't agree with her more. I remember, and I don't know, just go back with me for those of you who remember your experience of taking off your training wheels. So I'm the youngest of 4. I have 3 older brothers, and they were determined one day I was taking off the training wheels. I had a 4-wheel bike, and they told me, today you're going to go to a 2-wheel bike. We believe you're ready. I wasn't really sure, but they were. But I did it anyway, because like a little sister, you just trust your older brothers. So we lived in an apartment community at this time, and it had a huge parking lot. And the parking lot was paved, and it was all smooth. And I guess that's why my brothers used it. But anyway, they put me on the bike, and they pushed me up the hill, because it was a little incline. They turned me around and they said, okay, we're going to hold on to you. We want you to not let go of the handlebars. Don't forget to pedal. But most importantly, don't forget to brake. And so we went down the first time. And of course, if you remember yourself learning how to ride a bike, a two-wheel bike, your body kind of leans to one side more than it does the other. So they said, okay. They took me, but we went down the hill. They took me back up the hill. And they said, this time, try to keep your body centered. Try to keep your self on the seat and try to center. I didn't know what they were talking about, but evidently I did it. So to make a long story short, we went up one last time. One last time. They said I was ready. And I was so excited because you know why I was excited? The neighborhood children, my friends, they were watching and they were like, Yvette's learning how to ride a bike, guys. And they all ran to the bottom of that parking lot. And they waited for me and they cheered for me. And I just felt I can do this. So my brother said, okay, Yvette, hold on to these handlebars. Keep your body in the center of the bike. Pedal and don't forget to brake. I said, I'm ready. I'm ready. So what I did, they took me down and I don't know when, but they let go. And I was riding the bike on the two wheels. I was so excited that I didn't fall, that I forgot to brake. And guess what happened? I ran into my friends down at the bottom of that hill. And guess what they were in front of? A parked car. So there you go. That's my experience. But I'm glad no one was hurt. But that's my experience of learning how to take off the training wheels. Number 2, if I waited until I was really sure, Parent Talk with Yvette would not have been born. It wouldn't have been birthed because I kept waiting and I kept waiting, and I knew that I was that I was called to parents, but I didn't have all the answers. Number 3, when you know it's destiny, the vision, the dreams, the comments, they just keep coming. People keep giving you the comments about the same thing. You're good with parents. Oh, you're good with children. Look at, and I kept having these dreams and these visions of me speaking in front of people. Still, I'm not knowing this on YouTube. I'm not knowing that I would be here today. I tried it my way. I really did. But when you know what you're born to do, you know what to say no to. You really do. I tried it my way, like I said, and even though I love the field of human resources where I worked with parents, teachers, I worked with new hires, I onboarded them, and I loved that area. I love doing that. The call on my life to be a parent coach was so strong, and it would not leave me. Proverbs says, in their hearts, humans plan their course, but the Lord establishes their steps. He establishes our steps. He already knows what he put you on the earth to do. Number 4, I stopped running and I repented. That's right. I had to stop running from the call of God on my life. And I had to repent to God. I had to repent that I did not do what I knew he had called me to do. Isaiah 1:19 says, if you are willing and obedient, you shall eat the good of the land. I had to decide to bend my will to God. He's the ultimate. He's my Father. I had to bend my will to his. He wasn't going to bend his will to me. I had to bend my will to his. Number 5, get started. Even when you don't have all the answers, stop waiting for perfect. That's what I was waiting for. I was waiting for everything to be lined up. I was waiting to have all the money I needed, all the equipment I needed, all the help I needed. I was waiting for perfect. And how perfect may never come. Think about it, parents, when you're waiting for perfect to have children. That time never comes. That time never comes. I didn't know my platform would be on YouTube. I didn't know. Like I said, I would need lighting. I would need a camera. I would need computers. I would need all of this. I would need a mic that didn't have static. I didn't know all that. But God just said, stop waiting for perfect and just get started. So that's what I did. I was researching for this episode, and I was just thinking, and I read so much, and I came across this quote. It says, I don't care how intimidating the idea is. You have to be willing to start. You have way too much potential to let fear hold you back. Trust God and go all in. And that's what I did. I went all in. Remember, if you are waiting until you're really sure, you'll never take off the training wheels. Number 6, be willing to be uncomfortable. Wow. That's a big one. That's a big one for all of us because you know what? We like to be comfortable. I know I do. And I had to let go. I had to let go of some of the things I relied on. I had to stop looking for that employment when my husband and I would relocate to different states and just get started. And so that's what you're seeing today. Number 7, your calling will include people. Yes, it will. Don't try and be a lone ranger. Accept the help of others. It may be family, it may be mentors, it may be employees, it may be other people that God brings into your life. It may be associations that they just come in your life. They've been there, done that, and they want to help you, and then they go out of your life. But then they're there to help you if you need them, and they tell you, you can call them. That's what I have, and I am so grateful. Number 8. Your calling will demand you to study it. And that's true. I had to study this call. And I didn't know all the experiences I was having, all the practice being in human resources, talking to parents, working with other teachers to give them a plan for their child that I was practicing to do what I'm doing now. College courses, classroom teaching experience. I got my CDA study courses all done. That's a certified development associate course that you go through, very rigorous. Experience working with teachers and parents, and experience with other parents. So now you might be asking, why? Why, Yvette? Why the topic of parenting? Well, recently I had a photo shoot, and as I was sitting in the makeup artist chair, she had so much passion. And I asked her, I said, why do you do what you do? Growing up, did you like to draw? Did you like to paint? I mean, why do you love doing makeup? And she said, even though I'm young, she said, this is the only thing, even though I'm young, she said, and I've had many jobs. She said, this is the only thing that gets me out of bed in the morning. I said, that's it. That's it, guys. Parenting. This is one of the things that get me out of the bed in the morning. It gets me out of the bed to help you. Seeing parents struggle pulls at my heart. It pulls at my heart because I know that there are tools and God's instructions that will help. My siblings and I, we were raised primarily by our mom. Even though our mom was married, my mom raised us. And I can relate to a single parent raising her children alone because I was in a household with our mom and watched her do it, watched her struggle. And I think that's why seeing parents struggle today is something that I want to help them pull out of. I can relate to both parents working outside the home because my husband and I did it. I've watched my neighbors do it. And even though it was harder, we didn't have a lot of, we had to really, really strategically plan family time because we were gone most of the day. I can also relate to the stay-at-home mom because I've been there. I did not go back to work until our son was in 8th grade and our daughter was in 3rd grade. So I understand staying at home is a lot of work. I know we're not stay-at-home moms. I know you're not just staying home eating bonbons. It's a lot of work. And to you homeschool parents, wow. I take my hat off to you because you're home and you're homeschooling your children. And if I could go back and do anything differently, I would homeschool our children. So parents, you see, I have walked in some of your shoes. So I understand. And I want to encourage you to keep going. Everything you've ever wanted is on the other side of you not giving up. So I ask you, what will you march forth to this year in your parenting? What would you march forth to this year in your parenting? Let me know in the comments. Just tell me what you're going to march forth to. Just say, I will march forth in my parenting in this. So, thank you for watching. And I will see you in another episode of Parent Talk with Yvette.